Hello, everybody. Caroline here. Sorry, it's been a little crazy. I been working crazy shifts and stuff. I also work in film, so when I'm on set, it makes it very difficult to talk archaeology. But regardless, it's great weather here today. I think of course, we have a storm coming tomorrow. So I thought I would shoot something fast before I get icy rain when I go to work tomorrow. So I will return back to the collapse of the late Bronze Age, some those ideas we were exploring before, the climatic ones with the weather and the volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. I'd like to talk more about the earthquakes for sure and what sites and cities were actually destroyed. But I thought I would we were talking about the Mycenaeans, so I thought I would tell you a little bit more about Heinrich Schliemann, who discovered Troy, as we had mentioned before, and also discovered Mycenae, so the site of the 16th century BC site of the headquarters of the Mycenaeans. So we're kind of tying it all together. We talked about the Minoans, we talked about the other Bronze Age in Greece, the other group, rather militaristic kind of empire, and that would be the Mycenaeans, which, of course, for those of you who've read the Iliad and that, you will have encountered some of those famous kings. And what I would like to point out is that Schliemann always believed that the Iliad and books by Homer were not just myths. They were not just fantastical tales, but they were rooted in history. He may not have believed in demigods, that I don't know, but he did believe that those people, those sites, those kings were very real. So since he was a kid, he had this obsession with Troy and Mycenae. So what happened is around 1876, he decided he would make a real concentrated effort to look for some of the Mycenaean sites, including Mycenae. So that is when excavations began at the site in the Peloponnese. So we're starting with Mycenae, and essentially published the monograph, the report on the excavations, 2 years later. It is available. You can probably track that down if you've got some great libraries near you. Definitely check it out. You will be able to see the drawings of the site, the famous things such as the Lion's Gate, as well as those shaft graves where he discovered that very famous gold mask of King Agamemnon. So for those of you who are looking forward to the film, Christopher Nolan's film, The Odyssey, you will definitely see Agamemnon appearing in that, as he does in any sort of film that has to do with the battle with the Trojans, the battle for Troy, which ran over 10 years, they say. So to go back to the Mycenaeans again, though. So Schliemann opened that up in 1876 and excavated there. This was before he went over to Turkey to start working at the site that